So I got into a discussion on a Facebook group about somebody was basically complaining about resellers on YouTube giving out detailed information of what sells and things like that. And one of the last comments thus far, which I'm done with the conversation after my comment, and I'll give you that comment in a second, was that, giving people easy answers is going to hurt them more in the long run, et cetera, et cetera. And my last comment, which I think is pretty fitting, is the easy way never works. That's one reason people complain about YouTubers giving information, because they want it the easy way, basically. So I think it works for both ways. If you're watching this video and you're trying to resell, easy is never going to work. Information is just that, and you need a lot of it to keep going 20 plus years in this business and changing with the times and always finding the trends, staying ahead of the trends. There's always a lot more to reselling than watching a video going, oh, that item sells. I'm going to go out and try to find that item. It's never that easy. You learn more daily, and you just keep piling that together. And that's not an easy feat to do over time and to keep that sustainable, especially full time. The last 20 years have been great, but it hasn't been easy. I mean, you got to keep learning every day and keep growing as a reseller and changing with the times, because trends will come and go. I mean, I remember when I used to go out and give vintage clothing daily at a drop of a hat. Is it harder to give vintage clothing now? Yes. Is it harder to resell now? No. And that was kind of a point I was trying to make on that thing. It's not the reselling that gets more difficult, because if you keep educating yourself, you'll be fine. It's the trends. Vintage clothes will come back around where kids won't be buying them anymore, and they'll be easier to find. But what's the next thing that's going to be, before I started doing videos, I've always been selling used hats for quite a while now. When I was listing them at the beginning, there was only, 90 to 95,000 used hats would come up when I list and when I would look an item up and what have you. Now there's over 200,000 used hats. So it has doubled since I started making videos about them even. Now, I'm not saying I'm the contributor to that, but that will come and go. That will die down, and there'll be other stuff. So am I completely reliant on hats now? No. So I've went back out and started getting higher dollar items again, throwing that back into the equation. So you always have to adjust to keep things rolling. You can't just take the easy way out and go, oh, I'm going to find this niche and I'm going to stick with this niche. That niche will not last. Guarantee you that. So you always have to, if you can't adjust and pivot, you're going to wind up like Kmart is right now, like Sears is right now, like stores were in the past. That's come and gone. Sports Authority. I don't know how many of these are worldwide or nationwide. Zehrs, way back in the day. There's been so many companies that did not pivot and did not change, and they're gone now. So you have to pivot and change, or you're going to be gone. So it's not the reselling that gets more difficult. It's the items that you're educated about may change. So always keep updating your education. So on that note,